Okay, so we just made a video, and one thing that we didn't do was hit the turn our mic on, so the entire video is all mute. So this is take two for the video. Anyways, so welcome to the Amateur Angler YouTube channel. It's Thursday today. It's really beautiful day, and we've checked the weather forecast for the Chesil Beach. It looks great there. So I don't know why we're wasting time. This is some useful time staying at home, and why we're not down at the beach trying to land some fish. So I think we'll start packing soon. What we are taking down with us today are the some pulley panels, pulley rigs, and dongle rigs. I've been seeing on Facebook some of the Chesil pages that people have been landing some of the breams as well, and I was considering taking some flapper rigs or clip down rigs for breams, but yeah, I've decided against that. I'm like, let's just target codlings and rays and the other species there. Let's keep breams alone. So, so what we're doing is today, yeah. Oh, sorry. And in terms of bait, we're taking blackleg with us, some squid, mackerel, and also I've got some peeler crabs with me. I mean, they're Asian peeler crabs. I ordered them off eBay. They're a lot cheaper than the British peeler crabs, which I think are much better quality, and they guarantee you catches. I mean, not always guarantee you catches, but it's I mean it's fishing. So we're taking some Asian peeler crabs with us to try. I mean, so far I've managed to land a dogfish on those. So I guess we have to just keep trying. I mean, it's fishing anyways. So, well, next when you'll see me, we will be down at the Chesil Beach, and then we'll walk you through the rigs and also baiting tactics and things like that. Because I think I'll be making some cocktails. Okay, so we'll see you at Chesil Beach then. Okay, so we're all loaded up and driving to Chesil Beach. It took us a bit long. That's because there were lots of things that needed doing. Anyways, so yeah, now there's a lot of rubbish in the back of the car as well. That's making a lot of noise as well. And yeah, we've just reached Camel Green. Well, I quite like that name of this place. I don't know, what does it mean? I mean, this is something. Is it worth a Google? That's what I just keep asking myself. Is it worth a Google? Perhaps it is, and this is something I should Google when I get home, because that's a very interesting name though, isn't it? What do you guys say? Come on. I mean, if you know anything about it, if you have got any feedback about it, any knowledge whatsoever, just put it in those comments. Let us know. Let's start the discussion. I mean, I know what's the difference between ham and tons and all of that stuff. There's all these towns and villages and cities across the Great Britain, well, mainly England, the history behind that. But then there are some certain names that make no sense, because we know that some names are Celtic, some are, I mean, Normandy French, isn't it? I don't know, whatever that French is called, but it's from Normandy. And then some are German or Anglo-Saxon. That's all this mixture now here, isn't it? Yeah, but it's still, and this area named Camel Green. Yeah, let me know in comments, please, and we'll keep on driving, and well, keep on driving until we get to Chesil Beach, don't we? And I'll update you when we get there. Alright guys, here we are at the mighty Chesil Beach. Look at that beautiful sunshine. It's nearly, well, it's 6:30. The high tide is at 9:08 p.m. and we're here to try our luck. So we've got a bit of first stuff dumped here. A rod pod, a cool box, and a tackle box. They're all here. And let's start setting up and cast our rods out. Okie dokie, so there we are. Let's start getting a tackle set up. Let's undo the bag. And the rod pod. Let's hang on a second. Let's just put this on one side for now. Let's get our rods out. So, I mean, I've got one Tidal X, and the other one is a budget rod, which is Sonic SKS Black, which we talked about in my last video as well. We can go through them again later on once they're all set up. I'll show you the complete setup, but at the moment we're just putting them together. And here we have the Tidal XR. It's the 15.9 foot version, or we can call it the 480 version, because it's a continental rod. What I like about it is that you can cast really far, and that is like for an evening like this when some of the fish are a bit far out and you kind of need to reach to them, and that's when you would use a rod like this. Some people might say it's an overkill, but I think this is something, I mean, that comes down to personal preference about rods. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is all clean here. I mean, you have to always make sure that there's no sand or anything like that, because what you will do is you will damage these ferrule joints. I mean, I can never pronounce that word correctly, but apparently that's how you say it, ferrule joints. I mean, I'll have to look at the exact pronunciation of it, but anyway, that's how I call it, and I was still learning. So, like I said in my previous video, be kind to me. Okay, so let's go through the reels. So I've got one, I'll get a little bit closer. So I've got one Penn Surf Blaster 8000, and the other one is Tidal XT. Both of them are 8000 because, well, again, because I think they give you good casting experience. I mean, you can, with the help of these, you can cast a bit further and far, which is, I find, quite useful for places like these, or if you're fishing the Bristol Channel as well, because some of the spots there you have to cast quite far to get to the fish, depending what your target species is. So on my Sonic, I've got the sliding reel. So the good thing about it is that you can set wherever you like, what your preference is, and also whether you're using a fixed spool or multiplier. I mean, I always fish with fixed spools because I've had several funny accidents with multipliers where I've ended up with a bird's nest. It is something that I need to master and understand and learn a little bit more. But so far, at the moment, I'm sticking with these fixed spool reels, which I quite love actually. And because I've got loads of carp and catfishing, and in that one we also always use fixed spool reels. And I think that's something that I've used since my childhood. So I'm quite comfortable with those reels, and I think that's, well, I mean, again, it comes down to personal preference. Although the fixed spool reels have got much more higher winching power and gear ratio, so you can reel in a bigger catch with a lot of ease, and it's quite comfortable landing those as well. However, with fixed spool reels, it can be sometimes a bit of a drag, but personally, I quite like playing a big fish with these smaller fixed spool reels, because I think it gives you, you feel like you're, a fish is an extended arm of yourself, so it feels quite close to you, and that gives you a really nice feeling. Today we've made I would call it a fatal error, and we've forgotten our rig sleeve home because all of the excitement of great weather, going to Chesil, and you know that dream of landing a big codling or any fish basically, you get just too excited and sometimes you forget. But never mind. I mean, we've got our own, the amateur angler pulley panel rigs, and fortunately we've got 2 of those in our bag, and also we've got a quad loop rig as well, so which is in our tackle box. So what we will do is we'll be just using these 3 rigs today and see yeah, let's see how it goes on. So we've got actually these rigs listed on our eBay channel. What I'll do is I'll post the link in this video where you can order. What we are planning, I mean, we are using high quality materials. We are using ASO lines and amnesias for hook links and the other bits. But what we are doing is we're not charging a price which is like really high. That's because what we would like to do is build a customer base, build some name, since we are totally new into this selling and promoting and blogging scene. So yeah, I'm kind of new boy on the block and just want to get a small slice in this big pie for myself. All right, let's get these rigs ready, and then and we're going to put it on the rod and cast them out. So for this rig, what we're doing is we've got a black leg topped with squid. So we're going to just tighten some of the bait elastic to make sure, oops, clumsy hands. So it's tighten here, and then we can put this on the hook, transfer it onto hook, and then we will just slap a bit more of the bait elastic on it. So this is going on our pulley panel, and let's do that. Oop, your hands are shaking. They always are shaking, I think, because there's so much pressure. Whenever I'm at Chesil Beach, I'm under so much pressure to land a fish. Well, sometimes it just, the fun turns into a bit of a hassle. Okay, so this one was a failure. It kind of came out, but we can actually do is like we would do with the mackerel. Just go through it again, and we have to make sure that the business end of the hook is actually sticking right out, because that is something that needs to go in our so what I like to do is I like to leave it a little bit hanging, because that, in my opinion, helps us catch more, and also keeps, because sometimes fish come and they just try to take a little bit end of it, and then they end up swallowing the whole hook in there. Oh, that's exactly what we want, isn't it? So let's go this way. Okay, so let's tighten it. Okay, let's tighten it a little bit more, because everything is going wrong today, because I think I'm under a lot of pressure because of making this video. Well, you know what they say is practice makes men perfect, so hopefully over time this will just be my second nature and it won't be such much of a problem, and we'll just be doing it. So this is how I like to do. So one hook pointing one way and the other one the other way. Okay, let's just get more bait elastic on it, and making sure that the hook is all visible, and for this one as well. Okay, so this is one done, one of the bait is done, and I'll just quickly show you the rig here as well. So on the other end, what we use is the Gemini solar bait clips, because like I said in my previous video, I mean, I've had really good experience with them. I think they are the foolproof method. You release your hook every time you cast. So this is my preferred choice of bait clips. Let's put this on side, and then we're going to do other rig with peeler crab and a bit of squid. Okay, so let's get a rig out. Okay. Let's get it in a rubbish bag. Open the rig. So you can see, I mean, they come pre-tied and everything, and you can get these rigs, I mean, in a pack of two, one, well, not one. I mean, that's not cost effective in terms of postage or anything. So they come in a pack of 4, 5, 6. I mean, you can, I mean, when I actually link our YouTube, eBay channel here, then you can message us on that one asking how many rigs would you like, whether it's 5 or 6. Let's cut the crab, open it up so we can get the meat out. So this is how I like to do, because then what I will do is I'll put it around like this, and the hook will be in middle, so it will be releasing a lot of scent. And also what it will do is hold the hook as well with the bait, with the baiting thread, and then we will have the squid, which will be yeah, I mean, I'll be, you know, putting it through this one so that it's holding tight. Okay, let's just put this together, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, let's remove the skin from the crab and all these extra bits, the legs and stuff. Let's just do that because these things are not needed. I mean, this rig, because we have removed all of the crabs, basically everything that holds it together. What I will be doing is this rig will not be in the water for more than 20 minutes. I mean, you shouldn't leave any of your rig anyways for more than 20 minutes, but this one will, 20 minutes, sorry. But this one will definitely not be in there for more than 20 minutes. So this is squid here like this. Just present it well here. And now I'll have the crab here and here, and we will just bait it now. It would have been a lot easier if I had done this on the needle, but let's just do it like this now for now. Anyways, we always learn. I mean, life is a school. It's a school every day, and we learn something new. And today I learned that I should have done it actually on a baiting needle instead of holding it freely in my hands, because now it's just a mess everywhere. So okay, so slide it down a little bit more, tiny bit up, and get the other hook in through the bit of the squid that is visible there, just like that, so that it's holding tight. And then we just do a bit more of the thread to make sure it's holding it properly, all of these juices of the crab and the squid. And of course it's just melting in my hands at the moment. These were all frozen. I've just taken them out of the freezer. Well, of course, I mean, I wouldn't be putting them in my oven, would I? That would be a silly thing to do. Well, we don't know. I mean, what do you think? Would you be putting it in your oven? Well, if it was a big enough crab, then yeah, definitely, because that's where I would store it and cook it and eat it. sometimes I do. I mean, I've been thinking about actually getting some, what do you call those things where you catch crabs with? Anyways, whatever they're called, getting some of those and just casting them out there. But I need to actually start looking at what the process is. How do you get permission and these things for those? And yeah, anyway, so here's our other rig ready. Now let's go and cast these two out. Okay, it started to get a bit dark and a bit chilly, and here's our first rod ready to go. I think the fish activity is about to pick up, so we shouldn't be doing so bad. I think we'll have some luck tonight. I mean, fingers crossed. Let's go. Here goes our first rod. Okay, 1, 2, and okay, that was not that great of a cast, but at least it was something. And we've got our hooks in the water. Okay, so both our rods are in the water, and apologies, we're still on the phone. We're kind of still investigating in the gear so that I can bring good quality videos. But at the moment, I'm sorry, you'll have to do with these ones. In terms of fish activity, I don't see much. There are quite a few people here fishing at the moment. I've seen a lot of people land a lot of whitings on the feather rods and things like that, but I haven't seen anyone landing any fish. So I think it's the waiting game, isn't it? And this is the mighty Chesil Beach. Sometimes it produces, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Well, we can do is hope for the best, and that's what we are doing. So we brought some crabs with us for our dongle rigs. Sadly, we forgot the dongle rigs at home as well, and I did not bring any of the stuff so that I could just make some new ones. I think that's a lesson learned for the next time, so that we just come completely prepared, because we don't know what it throws at us. I mean, like when we go carp fishing, usually, I mean, we also take the kitchen sink with ourselves, because you never know what is needed, what is not needed. So yeah, well, I mean, all I can just do is, I mean, just blame myself for this kind of an oversight, that not bringing it, not double checking the kit. The next time I have to put a list together so that I'm checking everything and double checking it, making sure I'm ticking everything off that I've picked and not picked. So yeah, so both our lines are in the water. It's just, I mean, I've got to set the timer now. We'll leave them out for 20 minutes, and then we'll reel them in and put a new crab on. Sadly, we'll be missing loads on the fishing time today, because I've only got 2 rigs, and one of them is the quad loop rig. We can actually prepare the quad loop rig so that we can just cast that one out. I mean, that's also one of our rigs. We make it using the SRT springs and the clips in place. So again, what I'll do is I'll leave the link for that one in the description, so you know where to order that one. But we'll be using that one. We'll put that rig in action next time, and I think we'll brave the walk to the Dragon's Teeth and try a lot, because the water is a lot deeper there. Water is not much deep here, so we are kind of limited in terms of the species here. But you never know. You never know. I mean, fish are fish. Sometimes they're just being fishy and they go here and there, and we don't know. I mean, yeah, all we know is just one codling to pick our hook, pick our bait, and that's it. That's it. It's started to get proper dark now on this mighty Chesil Beach, and the beautiful views. And there's still not much activity on our rods. We will have to see what we do. And I think we have to put those, what they're called, the tip illuminators, whatever they're called. We need to put those ones soon as well, so that we can see tips bobbing, whether there's a take or not. But in the meantime, enjoy the Chesil Beach and the waves and the beautiful sounds of the waves. Okay, let's fill this rod in because it's been nearly, well, it's been over 20 minutes now. And let's see whether the bait is been picked up or not. We're not seeing much activity out here today. So here it comes. Let's have a look. Okay. Alrighty, so don't know whether you can see or not. I hope I'm not blinding you. The bait's come back untouched. So doesn't look like there's much activity out there. Okay, we're going to change it and put some black legs on it, and we're going to cast out again and see what happens. Because if there's nothing in for the next half an hour or so, then we're going to call it a day, I think. Oh, that's fishing, isn't it? Oh, right. So we're calling it a night. The phone battery died, so we had to plug it in the car, and so I couldn't video packing up and stuff. Anyways, that's the boring stuff. Anyways, the interesting stuff is unpacking and getting ready for fishing. So it was another day at Chesil. Sadly, we didn't have any single blank saver either, and there were a few other people fishing around me, and I just stopped and asked, and they were also packing, and yeah, all of the bait was returning untouched, so I guess there's not much activity happening here today. Well, we're not giving up yet. We'll try again next time. Till then, tight lines. And thank you for watching the amateur angler. Please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.